We had 100 days. She literally was handed a $100 million check. She ran her off. She had an incredible organization, incredible grassroots organization. You know, what'd they do? Where'd they spend their money?
Those camo hats, they thought were going to make the kids go crazy.
Well, it is really funny because, there was a level of the focus was like, oh man, we lost young men. The Democrats lost young men. What do we do to give young men back? What should we do? Let's be relatable. Let's talk about hunting. Let's give young men jobs, you stupid. I'm telling you, maybe it's like a hindsight of 2020 type of thing. Looking back, if you were like, hey, listen, we want to expand trade jobs. You could raise a family on trade jobs, a single income family on trade jobs. We want to make it easier to do. It's hard to automate. We want you to go be an HVAC tech or an electrician, this, that. We're going to make your schooling free. We're going to give you money if you decide to leave the state to go to a state that needs your job. We're going to help you out. We want people, especially jobs that young men gravitate towards. We want you to be able to be employed. I guarantee you young men would have been like, oh, that's an actual tangible thing. How many of these young men are sitting at home off the because they can't get girlfriends because they don't have a decent job? They're socially awkward. They're stupid. That is the entire problem with young men. This is what would have gotten them the win. If the Democrats just sat here and they were just like, listen, we want to give you a job. Oh, I think that we really could have had a chance here. And by the way, if if you're a young man and you're looking for a job, like that's a good idea for you to do. Do a trade job, man. It's tough on your body, but you want to know what? You can raise a family on it. And by the way, just to be clear, you don't necessarily explicitly have to do a trade job, especially for young women out there that are trying to figure out what they want to do. Do a service job. Listen, they're underappreciated, but do a service job. A nurse, social worker, things of that nature. The educated service jobs. I hope that it gets better pay because, these jobs do deserve more pay, obviously. Those jobs are hard to automate away as well. It's hard to automate away to a social worker. And by the way, women, get into HVAC if you want. Men, get into nursing, get into social work. There is a big demand for male social workers, especially when it comes to younger autistic men that need the support because young autistic men are difficult. Men in general can be very violent, and if you give somebody with an intellectual or developmental disability, it can be difficult to deal with. And men are very appreciated in those fields. Just that male presence can be a calming thing almost because as a man, you're probably less likely to with somebody if you feel like they're more capable of putting up a fight. You can be a calming presence. And plus, even people in the IDD community can use a really powerful male role model, and you never know how difficult it can be for, a young man. I mean, I would imagine fathers are the first ones to give up on their kids, so which just seems to be the case. And if you're offended by that, I mean, I don't know, blame fathers for sucking. So you can be very positive and productive, and you can get a lot of meaning out of your job.